Well, hello, and welcome to Sundays with
Bliss.
We're so happy you all came by and are sitting here with us on this beautiful, well, kind of rainy Sunday night. We are so grateful to be with you, Troubadours of Divine Bliss here, from our hearts, just wanting to let in a little joy, let in a little light, every little thing gonna be alright. What's the best that could happen? Clear the room for dance and let in a little joy. Let in a little light on Sunday night with Bliss and loving too.
You can't see, but Bliss is seated right here, and he lifted his head up and looked right at us when we said his name. I'm sure they'll both be making an appearance tonight.
That's right. And tonight we are hoping to get things moving within us. I don't know about you, but there have been times in my life where I've really felt stuck. Stuck emotionally, stuck creatively. We're going to kind of go through some different ways that we've found that are helpful to kind of break us open. And starting with a song that celebrates breaking open, it's because we want to celebrate the cracks, because that's where
the smile gets in. No, the light.
Same.
And the smile.
Same diff. Same diff. And I like what you said about Japanese pottery. What is it?
Oh, we were talking about this earlier today. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that where the cracks are, they'll fill it with gold. Mm-hmm. And that's, the crack is where the light gets in. Mm-hmm. And then that gold, that strengthening gold that has held it back together, just as a reminder that our cracks are beautiful. They've allowed us to be altered in really beautiful and empowering ways. Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes, yes. Let yourself break wide open. I promise you won't be broken. You'll be transformed into something new, making more room for light to flow through and things to grow.
Yeah, it's so, there's some people close to us we've been talking to recently who are really just trying to hold it all together and feeling overwhelmed and feeling just full to the brim with too much, and that's when you realize just like a little relief of that pressure, just letting it break open, letting it shatter, as we'll be talking about in a moment, just to let it out. You can't contain all of it and still go around and feel like you're able to keep up with life. When you're snagged there like that and you feel stuck, you just feel like you're constantly being attacked. You feel like you're carrying the weight of the world and you have so much you can't keep up. You just feel stuck, you feel snagged. But when you allow it, and it's scary to allow it, isn't it? Because you're afraid that if you start letting it shatter and break open, that it's just going to be too much.
The thing is, we feel like it's going to be too hard and take too much energy to break open. But actually, think about how much energy it takes to hold everything together. It takes a lot more energy to do that, as opposed to letting yourself shatter.
I mean, yeah, you're carrying all that weight, literally. And when you relieve some of that and let it go and trust the process of just, then you are lighter and it is easier to carry. But
Let's sing a song about it.
Yeah. So, all right, we'll be right back. We got to do a little instrumental costume change, and we'll be right back. So glad you're here.
Yes, we are.
So continuing to embrace how beautiful it can be to be broken open and to shatter. When you come up against that wall and it seems like you can't get past it, what if you looked at it and turned it into a mirror, saw yourself clearly, and then shattered it and let yourself move forward? That's what I had to do in my life. I really had to look at where I was stuck, and I had to take action to get myself free. And so I had to look at that wall.
You had to look at yourself clearly.
All along there was something waiting for me, and being a troubadour and so much more on the other side of that wall. So someone tried to bottle this restless wind, won't let them drink again. Try to tell me where to end and where to begin. Now this wind's straight up looking for a change. I think I've stayed here this long, seems so strange to me. Try to leave, but someone held my wings. Try to raise my voice to the sky, I couldn't sing. Search the sunset for my song. Let my pain sleep with the dust, and my hope runs with the dawn. These old bones are knocking at my skin. These old ghosts are walking on ice that's getting thin. If I impossible, they'll try it anyway. Dampen the fire long enough, you smother their fate. Why plant a flower in a yielding ground? Why tell the nightingale not to make a sound? Tell me I can't walk again, I'll run. Tell me I can shine and I'll chase the sun. Lock the door and throw away the key. Walls can hold a spirit that seems to be free. These old bones are knocking at my skin. These old ghosts are walking, eyes that skin. If I have to be the one to make a mirror of this world, shatter it all. Shatter it all to see what's inside. Break me, take me, shake me, go on and set me free. I wanna cry, I wanna cry, I wanna die to this. I wanna fly free in the wind. I wanna dream, I wanna spread my wings, I wanna sing my song, make a mirror of this wall and shatter it all. Shatter it all to see what's inside. Make me strong like a little child. Paint me like the flowers in the field, so wild and free. And
So how strong are you? I've asked myself that and felt like strength and courage meant to be a wall, to be tough. But actually, true strength and courage means to be open, to be vulnerable, to be strong enough to know that you're going to be able to feel it all, experience it all, and be ready for more. And just to let it change you in the best ways and let go of the ways that are wounding or don't serve you. That is a true warrior of the heart and of life. When you can walk through this world and really feel it all, and when you can let yourself break open and shatter to get to the jewel inside, the heart, the feelings that we really want to get to, as much as we try to keep them at bay and to tuck them away, that's really what we want to feel and to express and to sit with and to look
discover.
At. Yeah, because it makes us richer. It makes us more whole, more healed, and makes more room inside for more love and more experience. And so this is about taking the time to just sit and be, or go on a walk and be, or be in the bathtub and be with how you're feeling. Not try to think through it or distract yourself or try not to feel it, but to actually just sit with it and to be it and to feel it, become it, and to be with it. And that's what this song encourages, because we need to move from that stuck place of numbness into an open, fertile place of feeling.
Tears on my face, I'm caught in the rain, but I'm feeling again, feeling again. Ooh, of a garden once loved, found a wildflower field when the sun drained the frost. I am both angel thirsty for water, shivering for fire, grasping for earth in this desire. I'm gasping for air, I'm praying for rain. Fill my cup till it spills my pain. God's tears on my face, I'm caught in the rain, but I'm feeling again, feeling again. Ooh. Set me free, and one in chains, and the other the key. I want the breath of God, I want the thread, I want the jewel, the ruby after the death. Shivering for fire, grasping for earth in this desire. I'm gasping for air, I'm praying for rain. Fill my cup till it spills my pain. God's tears on my face, I'm caught in the rain, but I'm feeling again, feeling again. Ooh.
You know, we talked about fill my cup until it spills my pain. You know, I know the most painful part of my life, there was so much I was holding in here, and I just started taking in more into my spirit that was good for me, that mixed with that pain, and that pain had to spill out and over, and eventually that mix of all that became sweeter and sweeter, and less sour and less stale and so many other things. But it just became sweeter and sweeter because I didn't just let just that sit in there. It's just started pouring more in until that mix sweetened.
And when that pain spilled out, you spilled it out into song.
poetry.
Poetry, creativity. So pain can be a transformative, creative force, and oftentimes is. And it's such a cathartic, healing force as well. For when we need to feel that pain, we can listen to a song that helps tenderize our hearts and open our hearts up so that we can cry. Sometimes we feel so stuck we can't even get to our tears. So maybe a poem or a song or a movie or
something that summons it, because it just can't stay trapped in there. That doesn't feel good, does it? And I know so many people that are just carrying that weight, it's paralyzing. It's really paralyzing. And there's so much possibility waiting for you.
You deserve the very, very best.
But you have to believe that you deserve it.
That's right.
You have to know you're worthy.
And a lot of that stuckness comes from that sense of self, where you feel unworthy, or you feel like you just don't deserve lightness or joy or healing. Like you almost feel like you deserve to feel stuck or in pain. And that, you need to shed that right now. More and more every single day. It's not true. It's not true at all. Every living being, every single living being deserves light and love and growth and beauty and connection. All of it.
Peace and purpose. But you got to learn to love yourself.
Yeah. Which is why I wrote this song, because it's been such a lifelong struggle and journey for me to really learn to really love myself, to really let go of old stories and old pains that I've told myself, that others have told me, and to create for myself a vision of myself that is full of beauty and love and joy. And I know that we all can get there. I know it. But it takes reaching for it, that's all, and believing and seeing that you are so loved and so worthy and so beautiful and powerful. And so I sing this song for myself, I sing it for you.
From the ashes, like the phoenix, I will rise. Bring my spirit back to life. Keeps the currents flowing through my veins. Makes me feel that I'm made of flame. stories, I will sing poems, I will learn unfettered focus, hocus pocus, I'll be turned into my higher self. Take my strength down from the shelf. Stop trying to please someone else. Learn to love myself. Learn to love myself. Aiming at the bullseye of my heart. I am the walker and the watcher, cheering the show as I play my part. Makes me feel that I'm made of flame. Makes me feel that I'm made of flame. Wildfire down from the shelf. Stop trying to please someone else. Learn to love myself. Learn to love myself. Learning to love, to love. Learning to love, to love. Learning to love myself. Let me tell you how beautiful I am.
I love that.
Tell you how beautiful I am. Coming up this week, Kendall is going to tell us how beautiful she is.
That's right. You've got to listen to Caravan of the Heart this week to the wonderful poet Kendall Rosenberg. She's going to tell you how beautiful she is and make you want to tell yourself how beautiful you are.
Truly, truly, truly. And you are. Fall in love with yourself.
Stop trying to please someone else. You know, so much of the time, so many people that I know are stuck because they've lost their own identity in relationship or in some way that they've, you know, compromised themselves, and they're trying to please somebody else.
Trying to take the long way around to love and through someone else. And it's just too fickle of a thing, I'm going to tell you, and you can't count on that. What you can count on is just going straight to the source. That's why I changed the spelling of my name from A-M-Y to A-I-M, next word M-E, aim me. So if I aim at myself, I aim my love, I aim everything here first and get it right, then I'm going to be okay. So make sure that you are feeding the source of your own love, of your own heart, enjoying and celebrating, nurturing, and being tender to that sweet, sweet soul you've been gifted with this time around. It'll help you feel so much lighter and freer and less burdened, for sure.
Well, thank you for all the ways you help us feel lighter
Yes.
and freer
And less burdened.
freer and less burdened with your love,
Yes.
your generosity of heart and spirit, all your goodness and kindness. You're so precious. Many, many blessings are wished for you. Abundance, so much possibility. We love you. We're going to take a quick break and we will be right back.
Be right back. So you got to believe it. You want to receive it. It's the doorway right there. The door won't open unless you can't have something come in unless you open the door, basically. And the door is hope, is belief, is vision for something better in your life. And knowing that you're moving towards something so that you can get unstuck, so that you're actually reaching for something to save you, to pull you out. And holding that vision and having that hope is just so vital, isn't it?
And also, knowing your worth, though, knowing that you're worthy of something better. That's the start of it all, is really, there's so much, when you feel snagged and stuck, you have a lot of shame, you have a lot of guilt, you have a lot of worthlessness. But just working on that worthy part, really speaking to yourself and embracing yourself as you would a child.
Learning to love yourself.
Learning to love yourself and learning that there is something better for you and you deserve every bit of it.
Yeah. I remember when we first became Troubadours, or when we had just this kind of expectancy, actually, before we decided to become Troubadours of Divine Bliss, we were swirling in this hope, in this vision, when it wasn't quite clear what it was, but we could almost feel it, and it was just like right here. But we moved forward into it without really even knowing what it was, but we just knew it felt like love, it felt like creativity, it felt like
expectancy.
Yeah.
It's like this vibration of just, it's like, ooh, I don't know what's going to happen, but I want to find out. I want to trust. I want to walk the high wire and know that there is a net, that I'm going to be caught and I am going to be held. But if I keep my focus straight ahead, which they tell you when you're walking that high wire, that's how you make it across,
something bad can happen to you in your life. Like, I was fired from my job for
having too much fun
with my customers. I was a waitress at Wishbone in Chicago. And I was talking and having too much fun with.
Can you imagine?
With my patron friends, and I was still getting my job done. Okay, I was still doing my job, but yes, there was a lot of camaraderie going on, and I guess just a little too much. So I'm like, oh my gosh, this was my job. This was so good. What am I going to do? Well, that's when I just surrendered and let everything go, and decided, well, I'll just become a street performer. What do I have to lose? So when the rug gets pulled out from you, maybe it means it's time to fly or start dancing, right?
Yeah. So let's dance.
Trust, time to choose, you know what you have to do. There is something better for you, torn apart, ripped in two, buried till you believe.
joy over pain, light over dark, love over fear is the prayer on my heart. Joy, light, love.
Bliss wants you to know it's true, right, Bliss?
It is the truth.
Is there something better for them?
Would this face lie to you?
Never.
I mean, look at that.
Never, ever,
Look,
ever.
we lost our miracle and our Smiley and our blossom, but now we have Bliss.
And Levin,
I
who's
know.
very, very sleepy today.
So life keeps offering beautiful possibilities to love, to express your joy and connection and creativity and all that goodness.
And keep a check on what you're focusing on. You know, joy over pain, light over dark, love over fear.
Right, like the bird.
Yeah, like the bird that we've told you that story so many times before. But it's just really important. Are you facing a wall, or are you pivoting yourself to look into all things possible, you know, and giving yourself that chance and choosing love over fear, love of yourself, and knowing that there's so much possibility waiting for you, because there truly is, you know. As I've shared my story tonight and Amy shared some of hers, really there's so many times in our lives where we were just like on that edge, trembling, and we had to take the leap. We had to take the leap and trust that we would be held, and trust we would be given the right direction, you know. And every single time when we've trusted and taken steps forward, like Amy talked about, then we've stepped into just the right place at just the right time. But it is scary, but it's more frightening to be stuck and imprisoned in our own self-doubt and our own lack of self-worth than it is to be liberated into all that's held for you, because there's so much held for just you and your story. And we believe that your story has something better in its next chapter and this chapter. And so just believe in that. Just believe in that. But there are things we have to do, and this is one of them.
Dream.
We have to dream.
We
We have to have a vision for our lives.
Yeah. Sometimes, you know, in order to fly, you have to fall first. You have to allow yourself to fall and then be carried, right? Like when you jumped out of the airplane.
Yeah, and all the many birds in these woods that we've watched take their first leap from a nest.
Yeah.
It's pretty clumsy, and they might flap a little and end up on the ground, but they don't stop trying. And it's crazy. We've watched them so many times, just all of a sudden they get their drift and they're like all over the place, but they have to keep trying. And what if they landed on the ground that first time and they were like, I'll never fly, you know, but they keep trying.
That's right. They got unstuck and found their wings. And I had to fall so I could fly. I had to
Seek so I could find.
I had to dive
Dive.
so I could surface.
I like your accent.
Thank you. It's from Kentucky. I try to keep it. You'll hear it every once in a while.
I hear it. I like it.
I
I like it too. I try to hold on to it. But, yes. I had to dive so I could surface. I had to dream so I could wake up. surface. I had a dream, so I could wake up. I had a fall, so I could fly. Oh, I had to see, oh, so I could find. I had to dive, so I could surface. I had a dream, so I could wake up. I had a dream, so I could wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake Oh, wow.
We're awake. We're awake.
Wow. I think
We're alive and tuned into all possibilities.
unstuck, flying free, unfettered, full of feeling. We're strong enough to feel it all, and we are light enough to let it all pass right through us. And we are so grateful that we get to spend Sunday nights with you. Thank you for being
Let's do it again.
so loving, so loyal. And what do you think about these guys singing?
Man,
I mean, that was pretty.
They were like
awesome.
they were like right in the same key and everything.
No, and they're singing right at the right time. I think they like the slide. I think there's something about the.
Do you want to sing some blues, guys?
You ain't nothing but a hound dog.
Oh boy, I don't know. They're getting into some heavy metal. All right. Well,
They're starting to mosh pit.
yeah, they're like we're having a raid now.
Okay.
All right, well, we're going to pass these guys overhead and, no. Oh, we love you so much. Know your worth.
Mm-hmm.
Know your worth. Trust the process.
Yes.
Let go, because when you let go, your hands are
Let
in a
go.
posture to receive. Your heart's in a
Yes.
posture to receive.
Just remember, it takes a lot more energy to hold it all in and to stay where you are than it does to let go and let life flow through you. So think about what can help you break through and break open this week, and let yourself be unstuck, unfettered, and full of possibility. We love you so much. We truly do. We'll see you next Sunday, y'all.